Getting hazy. Bitch. Bro, that theme song gets me so hyped every time. Welcome back to the Midwest Degenerate Show. I'm Alex. He's Caleb. Back at you with another episode this Monday night. Gonna be recapping. We're fucking balling out in this motherfucker. Had a great UFC weekend. Shout out my bank for still not letting me use FanDuel. Fuck you on that one. But outside of that, we out here. We did crazy on our UFC picks. Gonna recap that. Give. Yeah, we're just gonna make a basic up until football season. We're just gonna become a full-time UFC podcast. It's been working out for us. We have the ball knowledge. I fucking crash course Caleb through ball knowledge on UFC, and it worked out in our favor. And now apparently we are one of the high. We have a fucking crazy hit rate now. So I guess we can kind of start with the first fight of the night: Caitlin Souza versus Ariana Carnelossi. Carnelossi got fucking murdered in Minecraft, of course, not in real life. She didn't get murdered in real life, but she got her ass beat by Souza. I don't even know any takeaways outside of I slept on Souza a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it was a decent way to start the card, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, knockout in the first round, 20 seconds.
Crazy knockout, too. What was it? Wasn't it like combo and then gets like a fucking like wobbles her with the combo and then just throws a head kick after the combo and flatlines her? Yeah, that shit was fucking stupid. That was stupid. Next one up. This one I kind of expected. It wasn't a terrible fight, but I just expected it to be a decision. Kind of more of our stereotypical piss break on that one. Brazilian woman got the win on that one. Brazilians kind of took the dubs. The fucking prelims, at least, Brazilians did real good, so shout out to the Brazilians.
It almost seemed though with this fight that Cuban was not real.
No.
Like, yeah, you can say that she was really good, but I don't think she was in the gym doing anything.
Yeah, I don't think she, as crazy as it sounds, considering she fought, it doesn't seem like she was in a fight camp. Yeah. Seems like her sort of style, too. I don't know why, but she strikes me as someone who enjoys doing CrossFit. Hold up. It's accidentally dabbed some of my hair. Fucking gross, but we did it. Next fight on the card. Joe Anderson Brito gets the win over Jordan Levitt. We technically got this one wrong. That's why you called Brito. You called Brito, and me and JR were the ones saying Monkey King. But at the same time, I did say Well, did I not say that he is an issue getting these fucking chokes?
It would look like Muhammed had a chance there and start the fight on.
Mhm.
He started off with a couple decent hits, turned him off, tried to hit that spinning kick. Didn't work for him, unfortunately. And then it was just all kind of downhill from there.
Yeah, he tried. He tried, but Brito's just fucking murderous. I think Brito.
At least made it
Mhm.
made it aggressive.
I think we need to, or I think Brito is in for a competition spike after that performance.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
I think like a pay per view, like a get him on like a featured fight or a lower main card slot on an actual pay per view, or sorry, numbered event.
Let's see. What was the last number that we had? Was it 320?
328, and then we're technically still gonna we won't have another numbered event until 329, and I don't know when.
I'd say we see. I'd say we see him on 342.
I think honestly, UFC goes to Brazil almost. They haven't gone to Brazil yet this year, but they go to Brazil every year, or they have like almost every single year for the past however many years. And I don't see them fucking that up. I see them going to Brazil again, and I think Burrito would be a great slot in on a Brazil card. Maybe it'll just be a fight night. Maybe it won't be a. Maybe it'll be like a Burrito headliner against a big name, like Burrito versus 145. Burrito Lerone Murphy in a fight night headliner.
Oh, no. Even that, he still at least deserves to be like the feature fight on the preliminary card for every event.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like a main prelim headliner, like first fight on main card or headlining the prelims.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree. He is a talent. He is a really good talent. I'm excited to see more of him. This next one, I called it. Priscilla Cachoeira. Watched her get her ass fucking just beat repeatedly. Fucking warrior spirit, Mario Yamasaki. Did you have you ever heard that war yet about MMA?
no.
There used to be this ref in the UFC. His name was Mario Mario Yamasaki. And the thing with Mario Yamasaki is he did not stop fights. He was a terrible ref. Priscilla Cachoeira was getting her skull turned into a fucking crescent moon by this one chick. And instead of stopping the fight, it just kept going. And then after a while, or after the fight ended, or I can't remember if it was like, yeah, after the fight ended, Cachoeira was the one getting her fucking head kicked in. And somebody asked Mario Yamasaki, like, hey, what was up with that? Why didn't you stop the fight? And he was like, oh, I just know she had that warrior spirit. I just wanted her to let out her inner warrior in there. Keep in mind, she landed like a total of like 4 punches and kicks combined the entire fight, and then got knocked down like twice, three. Like I can't remember the actual stats, but she got her ass handed to her. It was stupid.
Pretty much a television. That's the
Absolutely. If a women's fighter is gonna have CT, it's Priscilla Cachoeira. Up next, Edgar Chairez versus Bruno Silva. Called this one again. Edgar Chairez, too tall for Bruno Silva. Can't be 5'4" fighting in the UFC. Get the fuck out. You're cannon fodder for the fucking early prospects in the division. Get out. Good rear naked choke from Chairez for that fight though. Good performance from him. Not a crazy good record. I think you give Chairez a slight bump in competition. We're looking at 125. Who has he fought lately? Give me Edgar Chairez versus Jesus Aguilar. I don't know if that's an actual bump in competition for him, but I'd like to see it. Or let me double check that they haven't fought. Fuck it, Charles Johnson for Edgar Chairez. Just throw him Charles Johnson. That's the true contender test right there. If he beats Charles Johnson, he's in the top 15, making his way to a title fight. If he loses, then he just falls into the unknown of flyweight. Shit. Guilherme Pat in a heavyweight bout on August 8th, 2026 at a UFC Fight Night event in the Apex. So we got like 2 months to Family Dollar Dinner. Oh, he's fighting a skinny guy. He's fight. That's why I wanted to check on something too. UFC Oklahoma City. We got Kevin Holland in this one, I know. Yeah, Kevin Holland versus Randy Smith. That's going to be a crazy good fight. Cannonier versus Duncan. Hold up. That can't be. They haven't even announced the main event, but they're already. Yeah, dude, like we already got number 11 and number 13 middleweight. Kevin Holland, Jacoby Smith, not fucking Randy Smith. I was thinking Randy Brown. Amanda Ribas, actual good women's fight. A fucking middleweight slugfest. Chase Hooper. Always love seeing Chase Hooper in the Midwest. He'll get on the microphone and talk about how he gooned too much in fight camp and he needs to chill out on that so he can improve in his next performance. Let's hear it. Tickets are cheap. Oklahoma all over this bitch, dude. I'm telling you, man. Dana White. No matter how questionable your choices have been, we've stood by you. We watch Power Slap. We watch the UFC. I know we both pay for Paramount Plus. We both just for the UFC. I don't watch shit on Paramount Plus. I just watch the UFC. I pay exclusively for UFC. And yeah, hell yeah. I'll have to grow out a beard. If we're doing Power Slap, I gotta grow out a beard. Beards are cheat codes for Power Slap. I don't know if you knew that. No, literally, there's a actual like study done, and whenever like if I were to get punched in the face, the way that my face absorbs the punch, I am a lot more likely to get knocked out, no matter how like strong my chin is. I'm a lot more likely to get knocked out by a punch to the face compared to you, just because the way that you're like you having a thick ass beard, fucking dispersion. It's like the kinetic dispersion on impact. So whenever like I take a punch, it's just all right there. You know what I'm saying? Versus whenever you take a punch, there's like a little bit of fucking cushion to where it just slows down ever so slightly. But then also because the way the beard is, it just spreads. The impact isn't all right here. It's like, and it's not as bad. I hate beard nets. As long as I have to work with nets, I'm never having a beard. Knicks fight back from 12-point deficit to take lead at first half. Shout out Knicks. Did you hear Stephen A. slip up today? He was trying to pronounce the old school name of the Knicks, fucked it up, dropped a swear on live TV, and went silent afterwards. You know their old school name, so I can only assume how you know their old school name, right? First half of that fucked it up, and then just went silent and said, "Excuse me." He must have been hating the fucking Knicks. You know, he must have been really not liking Brunson in that moment, which is weird because he's a Knicks fan, isn't he? Pretty. It's gotta be the Knicks because Danhausen cursed the Knicks whenever Stephen A started beef with him, and then Danhausen lifted the curse, and the Knicks have not lost since. Dude, Danhausen curse is real. It transcends all aspects of reality, and it just is how things are. I think we need to figure out who do you think we need to somehow find a way to get Danhausen to curse the Kansas City Chiefs for the rest of the time. L'Jarius Sneed signing from the Titans. Yeah, I don't I don't know what they're doing. I mean, they have a way with having players play good for them. They go and play shit in other places, and then they end up back in Kansas City on some like cheap ass deal. True, true. Pretty fucking terrible. Also, Caleb, we can get mid-level seats. I don't know how much you'd be willing to spend, but we can get like if you want to like I'd be down to drive. I always am down to drive down fucking down south. We can get mid-row seats though, like it's 200 sections to UFC Oklahoma City for like 250, 300. A pop obviously, but I'd fucking pay the ticket. Dude, you're there in house. You get to see the walkouts in person. Think about the level, the added. It's like whenever I found out gambling on Counter Strike that I can watch the players warm up. Like while they're in their actual, like while they are actually like warming up, I can watch them do their warm ups against the enemy team that they're playing. See how they're like warming up against them, and I can go and bet based off that because they warm up playing in counter. Wait, what? Hmm. Mm-hmm. I used to be playing on that shit. Really? It- Have you heard of Duel? You got to check out Duel. It's one of those live blackjack, like like actual dealer and like is playing cards in front of you and all that shit. It's one of those. But the thing is like, for example, one day they had an armless dealer. He had no arms. What we had nubbies. And it was so funny because he didn't even deal. He just sat there and had like a mental breakdown because he realized he couldn't do shit in this situation. I don't know. Or then they have this one chick, and then one day they had her dress up in like full uh before YouTube cancels me, there is contrast here. It is not bad because it's both sides. One day she's dressed up in full 1940s Germany military uniform, saying the slogan of that time, and then the very next day she's in there dressed in full Star David attire, praising Israel. It is something to behold, man. You gotta check that shit out sometime. But we got sidetracked from the UFC. Marcus McGee and John Yanis. Personally, I think John Yanis here. Or no, it's not. Bro, I'm so fucking high. That's bad. I forgot we're doing recap, bro. I forgot we're doing recap there for a second. I had a brain fart and a half. No, Marcus. Well, yeah, no. What I was gonna say though, like, I understand where I was going with this. John Yanis, while he did not win the fight, Marcus McGee was expected to win that fight by a very large margin, and John Yanis was in that fight for fucking most of it.
Yeah, McGee, he was expecting to win by knockout. Like, I even had a side bet on it, by knockout in the first. I'm surprised he didn't get it. Honestly, started off with a somewhat boring fight.
Mhm.
Like, I know we probably don't catch the week for that, but
I agree with it. Oh, and yeah, I don't know. You just whenever you have a prospect like Marcus McGee, this is like whenever Atiba Gautier fought a few months back, and I put a plus 900 bet in on him to win by decision. Because I was like, this is a jump up in competition. I just feel like he's not going to finish this one. This is the type of thing where it just doesn't work out in their favor entirely. And sure as shit, won by decision. That was it, and what we saw after that fight too is a lot of people were down on Atiba Gautier there for a bit, like, oh, he was supposed to fucking finish him and he couldn't. He barely made it to the decision, And Marcus McGee in this situation, I feel like it's very similar, where only loss was to the current champion who beat the shit out of Marab, and it left everyone shocked. You know, like, hot ass prospect coming into this fight, expected to just win by wide majority, and barely fucking closes it out. I mean, he won the fight, but you know what I'm saying. Like, he couldn't get the job done like it was expected. It's like whenever somebody goes 12, or it's like whenever somebody went the full distance with Mike Tyson. It's just like you're so used to the knockout, and you expect the knockout so much that you're just like you're disappointed by it.
yeah, I will say though, I'm a guy who likes his significant advances.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know what it is, but that's my favorite way for a fight to end. Like,
It's the skill. It's the skill level required to sync it up. It's like anyone can punch some dude in the head. Take skill to fucking get yourself in a situation to wrap yourself around their arm and snap it in half.
this was a really good fight.
Mm-hmm.
So like, fucking hard. Like,
It was a good card for.
it was the threat up and down. How you look at it.
I'm gonna
Somebody to get to me.
I'm gonna cover a big, or we'll cover a big one here in a few fights from now, up or higher up on the card. But our next fight, we called it. Matt Schnell has a glass chin, and the glass chin caused him to fold once again. I don't really have any takeaways from that. Business as usual. Costa looked good, I'll give him that, but I mean, anyone looks good against Schnell.
Yeah. And then, yeah, there was four submissions on the card.
That last one was the one we're gonna cover. I'm not entirely trying to speed through like the Costa fight and then the Baranowski fight, but at the same time I am, because I want to get to that last submission because it was my favorite.
Oh yeah, the one that I call. But we'll get.
We'll get to it. So we got Iwo Baranowski versus Junior Tafa. those Australia. I don't even remember. I think I was playing Counter Strike during this one, or maybe I was watching the Counter Strike major. I don't remember. But I missed this fight specifically. But seeing how
You didn't miss a whole lot. Copper got his ass beat. Like he landed a couple punches, a couple blows, but
nothing crazy.
it was just not his night.
It never is with Junior Tafa. He's almost 500. He's almost 7-7 on his MMA record. But this next one though, this next fight, motherfucking Bryce Mitchell, the American fella, the Arkansas boy, Bryce Mitchell, thug nasty, camo shorts. Give him his fucking camo and don't take that shit away, goddammit. Gets the job done against Santiago Luna. It was a fairly close fight.
How do you do it?
Fuck it.
What I say you're gonna do?
I feel like actually no, it was something like this. Something like that. Fucking got him with an arm triangle. You did call a triangle.
Dude, we need to get Bryce Mitchell on.
Dude, I feel like I don't even think we need to figure out a way to get in contact with Bryce Mitchell and then be able to do a podcast episode with him fishing in Arkansas or hunting in Arkansas, dude. We do it during deer season.
Yeah.
I want to do some
We go hog hunting down there. We can do hog hunting with machetes. I feel like he'd be down.
Have you heard the story about how he rear naked choked a deer to death?
Yes, I have. I feel like you told me.
I think I did on an earlier notice, or maybe during work one day. But dude, he's my favorite fighter. Crazy guy. When we just having a normal ass conversation with this dude Theo Vaughn, and then out of nowhere, just randomly just start talking about, yeah, one time I had a deer and it was, it was down but it was still alive, and I just saw it and I was like, shit, this is good meat. And well, hell, I wrap my legs around its body. I wrapped that rear naked choke in, and I choked him goodbye. Crazy story. Crazy storytelling abilities from Bryce Mitchell as well. Crazy God lover as well. Dude, anytime I get to hear fucking Bryce Mitchell praise Jesus, it's a good fucking day. Good fucking day. Saturday, that was a good fucking day, dude. Bryce Mitchell praised Jesus.
Yeah, it makes up for sleeping in the church on Sunday. You're basically getting the same shit.
I think I learned more from Bryce. Yeah. Bryce Mitchell needs to make his own Christian church. Be one of the best Christian churches. I would go to that church every Sunday.
I would say this is one of the bets that I was sweating.
Last 10 seconds.
Yeah, I had a side bet of me winning by submission because I was dead set on that's how he was going to win. Nevertheless, 8 seconds left.
Gets that shit done. God, shout out Bryce Mitchell. Shout out Bryce Mitchell. The Lord is happy when Bryce Mitchell wins.
Please come on the podcast, Bryce Mitchell.
Please come on the podcast, Bryce Mitchell. We would love the opportunity to just sit down and have a discussion with you about life, the Lord, hunting, fishing. Your favorite what's your favorite I wonder what his favorite caliber is to hunt with.
It looks like a 30-06 guy. 30-06
Imagine he just hits you with a 50 AE.
Well, that's not really a logical round for
Well, Bryce Mitchell, great guy, outstanding guy, but a guy that sinks up a rear naked choke on a deer is not someone who necessarily hunts logically.
If that's the case, he's probably on the same way I'm going to during boat season. Where he's just got a fucking
Spear.
spear out there in the spear blind.
That's it. We could convince Bryce Mitchell to go spear hunting with us for a podcast episode. Be one of the best episodes we've had. I agree. Update just because we're live at the same time the game's live, even though we're not actually live. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Knicks up by 1. Spike Lee is on the fucking court. It's a Knicks game. Of course he's gonna be there. Brick, rebound by Knicks. All right, back to this though. Good call on this fight. Good call. It was a very entertaining back and forth fight. Finally, there. I mean, not even really back and forth. What am I talking about? Bryce Mitchell had 10 minutes of control time. Bryce Mitchell was just getting him down. And Luna couldn't do a goddamn thing about it. And then this next fight, I think this next fight, I caught some part of it. I think I caught the decision at the end too. Did we call that too?
Yep.
Fucking A. What? We're with the shit, dude. Goddamn. Yeah, Tom Nolan. I saw that was a pretty good fight, wasn't it? I didn't really like catch most of it, but I remember there was blood.
This was an amazing fight. And at this point, I was sitting fucking 10 for at 10% on the foot.
Oh, after this one? It was a good fucking. Of course, the weekend that I am unable to place bets because my bank is not fucking with FanDuel right now is the 1 week. Well, I mean, the past 2 weeks, honestly, because because our main slip last week went 12-14, and I was able to place that one, but it got fucked. It got fucked. By the 2 we got wrong. And of course, the 1 week that I can't put the slip in because I've been consistent. Even if I have like next to zero money, I am putting the UFC slip in every week. The 1 week that I don't put it in is the 1 week that we go perfect. And I would have went perfect because you know me, I won't like whereas you did like by round in round in method and like who to win by round in method. You know I would have just done fucking money line. That was fucking pain.
I'm holding it in solid. Because if you look at the picks, if you run it all back, at least I got the right game.
And hey, hear me out. We're going perfect this weekend on at least one slip.
Oh yeah,
like it's gonna happen. We're
the rate we're going, it has to happen.
mm-hmm.
Like I feel like this weekend, UFC Freedom 250 on the Army's fucking birthday, on Father's Day, Sunday before my birthday. This is going to be the weekend that I hit big enough to put some motherfucking swingers on the motherfucker.
About fucking time. Aren't you trying to sell that thing though?
Yeah.
At value.
Well, not even that. Whenever I get either an older fucking like an old Louis Jeep or something, like it's something that you wouldn't expect to see with swingers on it.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever fuck I get to replace.
Shit. Dude, honestly, if you get a truck to replace the Jeep, fuck a lift kit, you should slam that shit. Mexican rig that. That's what I'm saying, bro. Slam it to the ground, fucking put it on hydraulics, and then be bumping Mexican music or the fucking like old school fucking Chicano rap music from fucking like the late 90s. Just be bumping that shit all the time. Just fucking doing wheelies in the street and shit. Fucking. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit would go crazy. Next fight up, though, I did catch this one for the most part. Brendan Allen, Edmund Shabazi, and you told me to tune in about halfway through round 2, and that's when I was like, oh shit, co-main event's going on. It was pretty good from the second round on. He just was too tired. They were too tired, bro. You could see it in that round 3. The way they were boxing. If they would have gone to the ground, there wouldn't have been a sub. They would have just been fucking hugging. Hugging and laying down. That's all that would have been going on the ground. So I'm glad it didn't go, honestly. Like, I understand for your slip's sake, but honestly, in that situation, standing rear naked, like with how that fight was going, the only likely outcome would have been a standing rear naked. Or somehow just gets behind him and fucking sinks. I've only seen one of those here recently. Like, the only one I can remember. And you can go and watch this fight on Paramount Plus. I believe it was UFC 282 or 285, maybe even 286, maybe even 287, somewhere in the 280s. It was fucking Jeff Neal versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. This shit goes into the third. Heavy fucking just back and forth. Just both guys are getting fucking battered and beaten. And then out of nowhere, Shavkat just fucking manages to be like standing face to face with dude. And then just next thing you know, behind him, fucking while they're both standing up, dude. And he didn't tap. Neil doesn't tap, so he just fucking and it was one of my favorite fights. Any fight I see where it's a total war and then it ends in a late submission, fucking love those fights. Yuri Prohaska, Glover Teixeira, that one was UFC 282 or 283. That is or maybe even early 280s on that one. That's a fucking banger fight. A lot of great fucking submissions there in the 280s. But Shabazian, all things considered, I thought he put up a pretty good performance. Allen was getting pretty, like his face was looking pretty fucked up there by the end.
Yeah, I mean, he still gave himself a chance. It was just he had a hard time adjusting.
Yeah.
Like he just whatever it was, he could not adjust to whatever Allen was doing.
The game planning was just too much for him.
Like you said, if Allen would have tried to slide you, I think that hitting with that standing rear naked probably could have got him.
Completely agree. Let me see. What the fuck is that award? Oh, Fight of the Night award went to them. Yeah, that was a good fight. Deserving.
Yeah.
And then this one went to decision, but I liked what I saw out of Bonfim. I called Muhammed losing. Washed up old man. Bonfim, just scary guy. Even though he didn't get a finish, just scary guy. He was beating the piss out of him.
Yeah, although that Muhammad, he did land a few strikes there in the middle round where it looked like good stuff to have on the mat.
I think Muhammad. My theory is, if you look at Muhammad and his career, I think he's on steroids. Yeah, he did not look like that 5-6 years ago. And if you look at him when he was on his losing streak in the UFC versus him on his winning streak, motherfucker's got to be on steroids. Like whenever he was actually like 24 and like I think he's on a 4-fight losing streak. Yeah, he's on a 4-fight losing streak. But if you go and look at like whenever he lost to Jeff Neal, or whenever he got TKO'd by Vicente Luque, if you look at him from that time period versus him now, motherfucker's got to be on steroids. Just you one.
5 years out.
We'll take steroids and power slap each other. All for fucking
I'm down.
shit. The only thing I won't do, Dana White, is I won't go to Saudi Arabia. I'll go to China, but I won't go to Saudi.
I'll go there as long as it means I can come back sometime.
I just wouldn't go to Saudi. I can't. You can't. If you smoke weed in Saudi, you're dead. I don't fuck with that. Literal blood diamonds.
I'll take the diamonds I get off of them. I'll take a good jeweler and St. Louis, or like the same one that makes grills from Nelly. I'll get me a grill made out of blood diamonds.
Hell yeah. Or hear me out, dude. You should try and get a different type of blood diamond. Like bring some diamonds while you're there, and that's how you start the whole situation, right? You got some actual like wax diamonds, and that's how you start the whole ordeal. And then you get your blood diamonds, and then you smoke your blood diamonds. You know what I'm saying?
Not there yet. I take big diamonds. And those turn out to be blood diamonds. They turn out to be fake blood diamonds.
Whoa.
I sell fake diamonds. So I get their money. But they try to kill me for the fake diamonds. So I kill them. Get the diamonds back from them. And then I got their money and my diamonds back. And then I just go to a foreign currency exchange place. Takes the money out. I got the money back from my money.
True. True. That is smart thinking. I like to play there. In video games, of course. In video games, this is all video game talk. We're not being anywhere near realistic here. It's all video game strategies on how to be better competitive teams
Totally got me reloading my clothes for playing more times.
in video games. Only ever in video games. Spurs take the lead over the Knicks again. 81 Spurs, 78 Knicks. It's crazy. Fucking Knicks. I'm a little behind, I guess. But it's crazy to me how Knicks are fucking like they're struggling at home, but whenever they're on the road in San Antonio, they beat the shit out of San Antonio. I mean, that 1 point game was a 1 point game or whatever, but in my opinion, that game Knicks still beat the shit out of San Antonio. I want to take a little sidetrack here and break down a little something fun that I've been doing over this weekend. We talked about it on our last episode with the CS Major going on. I've been on Kalshi since I can't be on FanDuel, so I've been on the Kalshi. Bank will let me Kalshi, but they won't let me fucking FanDuel. Very lame. But I've already put. Let me see. I started out with $10, got up to $15, and I'm at $5 now. But I've had some pretty good wins. Bet Boom has been doing me good. With Kalshi, you can't really parlay, so it's all just single bets. But CS has been doing me good. Bet Boom, the team Bet Boom in CS2, if you're on Kalshi right now. I don't think Bet Boom doesn't play tomorrow, but their next stage, just put money on Bet Boom. They'll win most of the time. If they don't win, they went 3-0 stage 1, and then they went 3-1 stage 2. And now they're on to stage 3. And me and JR, they're our favorites to make the fucking whole shebang. They're our underdog pick to make the playoffs. And then Shout out to Bait Esports. They got me a good win today. Here are my good wins today. Bet Boom and then Bait. I thought it was B8 for the longest time, but it's Bait Esports. They went 3-0 in round 1, won all 3 of their games and advanced to stage 2. Stage 2, they start out 0-2 on the verge of elimination, come back today 2-2, looking to play to advance into stage 3 tomorrow. And I took them to fucking get the dub on that one. But it's fucking, I don't know, dude. Counter-Strike is good shit. I just wish that they play their games from like 7 a.m., 6:30, 7 a.m. up until like 2 p.m. So I always miss, like, unless it's weekends, I'm missing all the games. But I'm still betting on them anyways. But just sorry about that. But end point of this sidetrack. On Kalshi, Bait Esports versus BIG tomorrow. Big Esports. Take Bait. I bought them at a 56% chance. They're still at a 56% chance. I put fucking $2.75. And then a good upset pick for you. Legacy versus Tai Lu in the Counter-Strike. Tai Lu, the Chinese fellers. I'm telling you, dude, these motherfuckers have the ultimate their Chinese luck is maxed the fuck out. Tai Lu. And you'll love their fucking picture, dude. It's like a lion dragon. It's like a Chinese lion dragon. But I took them. Rooster? There's a team named Rooster? Hold up. Let me fucking pull this shit up. Counter-Strike. Oh my god, there is a team named Rooster. Don't bet on them. I don't know what they got going on. But they're not one of the...
How confident are you in Tai Lu against
Legacy almost lost. Let me go pull it up in Counter-Strike. Shit. I gotta fucking go here. Or wait, no. Oh, not that. Go to settings. Fucking volume mixer. Alright. In Counter-Strike, let's see. I can pull up the statistics on how they played. So Tai Lu, or Legacy, they won their maps they won in overtime, sorry. So Legacy was supposed to be one of the top teams coming into this competition. It was a mystery to some people, including JR, as to how they were qualified in stage 2 instead of 3. Because the way that Counter-Strike works is if you're like the top teams, you just get qualified straight to stage 3. If you're like a top team that's on a bit of a losing streak, then you end up in stage 2. And then if you're just like praying to make it, you're stage 1. And fucking Legacy, people were saying like that they should have been like a straight tier or a stage 3 qualifier, not have to play in stage 2. And then they get to stage 2, and then they lost to MIBR, who was wiped out. MIBR literally went 1-3, and their only win was against Legacy. Had a tough game against FlyQuest, who also went FlyQuest went 0-3, played Legacy pretty tough. And then fucking M80, who lost to Bet Boom 13-2. They also got played tough by M80. So I just feel like it comes. Tai Lu has been on a run. Like I wish I could show you. I took Tai Lu to get 0-3 eliminated. They wouldn't win shit, and they're 2-2 playing to advance into stage 3. And they got the luck of the fucking Chinese on their side, dude. I'm telling you, dude. Watching these guys play, they're just like they're catching motherfuckers off guard in the most preposterous way imaginable, to where I'm just sitting here thinking, that's the luck of the Chinese right there. Yes. Fuck that, dude. Bro, we're gamblers. You think I'd play this shit like stocks? Fuck no. 100 or 0.
I will say on balance, you can play like that. If you have a bet on there for, I guess, stake for $500 on a soccer world championship, I have the payout set at $54. So realistically, all we have to do is make it to the second round.
Where the fuck soccer? I want to bet. White, where's here? We got a 1% chance. I'm gonna slap 30 cents on it. They just went up to 2% chance. But I bought in at 1%. Let's fucking go. I do like Kalshi. I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy it. Even though I can't parlay things. Like, I don't know. I can't parlay shit, but I like that. I kind of like that I can't parlay shit because it incentivizes me to put more money up front on whatever I'm betting on. Like, parlays, I'll always keep it low because I know that I'm going for like a 1700 or like a 17 times multiplier or some shit. So I'll play it low. But with this shit, I'm just playing it straight up. So put my money where my fucking mouth is.
I put $4 on break for having the one installed on Spotify in June because I'm pretty sure he's already done it.
Let me go to the. I don't know if he's already done it. If he already did it wouldn't be live. Let me see where. I'm trying to see if I can find the fucking like. I want to see the charts. I never say that, but let me see the music charts. God damn it, for betting on it. Bro, I'm not gonna be able to find it. All my music's too niche for this shit. It won't show me anything like the fucking jailbreak iPhone now mix. What was I thinking though? But yeah, no, Tai Lu, that's good odds. Those guys are. I'm liking Counter-Strike a lot right now. I can't lie. Like I've been into the other gambling part where I'm just straight buying skins and hoping that they go up in price, and also like opening cases and just all that shit. I'm enjoying that, but like them having this major going on to where I can like lock in and pay attention to how these teams are performing in the major, it is quite fun. What was I fucking thinking though? Kalshi. Oh, my buddy out in Alabama. I think you two would get along great. My buddy out in Alabama. Shout out, homie in Alabama. I'm sure you wouldn't want me name dropping you on the internet, so I'm not going to. But, motherfucker, he put a bet on this politician to win a runoff election there in the Senate because they had like a Senate runoff because someone left office there in Alabama, like just voluntarily left office. So they had a runoff election there in Alabama. He took someone at 2% odds and put $350 on it at 2% odds. Odds are 27% now. Payouts up to 1,500. And I asked him, I'm like, "Are you cashing it?" And he was like, "No, dude, I'm riding it. This shit's gonna hit." Which if he bought it 2% and that's what this like if he bought it $350 at 2%, I can't even imagine what that is when it hits 100. I wonder what do they got politics wise though. Bro, will the US confirm aliens exist before 29 or 28?
Uh, four.
How many times will Trump visit Mar-a-Lago this month? 0. Whoa. What's the insider trading there? Why is he visiting Mar-a-Lago 0 times this month?
I would think he's visiting at least once.
94% are have his odds at 0.
I don't know.
Is he fucking dead and we don't know it? Because have you heard it's been like 2 weeks since we've seen him in public, or like a week and a half or some shit. I mean, I'm not wishing any ill will on our president of the United States by any stretch of the measure. Absolutely not. I'm just suggesting that it's been a while since we've seen him in public, and I am concerned about his well-being. Wait, hold up. We can bet on who will attend UFC Freedom 250.
Yeah, I've seen that. And currently for NBA Finals game there that's on, I got a 16 leg parlay that's 6 legs away from it.
Woo! And we're only in the fourth now, right?
Yeah, it's just started.
Bro, you can bet on Adam Sandler and Dwayne The Rock Benjamin Yetnet, bro. I'm gonna put money on Benjamin Netanyahu to show up to UFC 250. 6% chance. You can bet on The Rock to be there. You can bet on Adam Sandler, Tiger Woods,
I don't think it's actually
Vince McMahon.
too much.
20% on Vince McMahon. 20% on Tom Brady too. If you want free profit, Pete Hegseth is only a 67% chance to be at the fucking thing. I feel like that's just free money.
Yeah.
RFK is 69%. He's gonna be there. He shows up to UFC fights when they aren't at the White House. Barron Trump. What Joe Rogan's dumbass. I wish I could bet on how many times Joe Rogan says, "Wow, what a leg kick" during UFC Freedom 250. Look at the redness on that knee. It's already swelling up so much.
Where are you finding the who all will be there?
Oh, it's politics.
Politics.
Yeah, politics. Scroll down a little bit and it'll show up. Wait, FISA's food stamps, right?
I don't think so.
Hold up. Oh, Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. When will FISA be reauthorized? It's not authorized right now. I got questions. Will Trump meet Mamdani before June 9th, 2026? That's tomorrow.
I feel like Tom Brady would be Freedom.
That's what I'm saying, and he's only a 20% chance. Because you know, Michael,
I could see Elon Musk.
hear me out. You got to think about it, right? Well, Mark Wahlberg's a pretty much lock. He'll. There's a strong chance he'll be there. But you got to think about it this way: at Freedom 250, what it comes down to is we're gonna have, like it's gonna be all the billionaires, man. It's gonna be all the billionaires, all the rich people, and if all the billionaires and all the rich people are there, then that means Michael Rubin's gonna be there. And if Michael Rubin is there, that means Tom Brady's gonna be there because those guys are always fucking together. So it just feels like I honestly don't understand why we can't bet on Michael Rubin to be at Freedom 250 because I feel like that's the safest bet. He's in bed with Dana White in the UFC with the trading cards and all that shit. Which, that's another thing we need to talk about. What is up with all these billionaires becoming super invested into trading cards?
Same thing with guns. They're just going to
True. Unless they're like a legend. Like Sean Taylor for Redskins or fucking trying to think of some other Walter Payton. Yeah. Dude, I'm pissed. This motherfucker is made of paper mache and it pisses me off. I don't know if you can see. There's supposed to be another plant right here. Like another little plant. I didn't even pick it up by there, dude. I've never picked it up by anything besides here or right there. The only two ways I'll pick it up ever. And somehow it just fell off. Whereas a home dog over here is 20 fucking years old. He is over 20 years. I think this is Subway Series 2003 or 5. Either way, 20 years old. Over 20 years old. Shout out Mike Piazza. Still in great condition. No fucking, everything's still intact. No, this thing survived multiple moves with no issues. Perfect condition. Whereas that fucking Pasquatch one, dude, I put that shit in a moving box. The entire thing's gonna crumble like into a cloud of dust.
All those back there, they fit all the way out to California and all the way up to Minnesota, all the way back here.
Except for the Pasquatch.
Yeah, except for the Pasquatch and
Cags.
the big Pasquino.
Here, let me go. Let
and
me go big screen so the viewers can see what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So we got the Pasquatch and then Jack's right next to him, right in the middle.
Yeah.
And then who's left side there next to Pasquatch?
That's Toby Ferreira.
And then who's right side?
That's that's from like 2 years ago or no less.
And then are those two Salvies right there? Who are the ones up over on the right side?
I do have two Salvies. That one's Salvador Perez from 2014, the wild card game against the Athletics. Whenever he hit that walk off, saved it out of the finish line. One right behind it is Wade Davis from Game 5 of the 2015 World Series. Then I got Brett Saberhagen, the GOAT, best pitcher ever. And behind him, I have a Salvador Perez from 2015 Game 5 of the World Series during the celebration.
Hell yeah. Did you get to go to any of those World Series games?
Shit. But based on current trajectory. We're replaying the 2014 Royals, motherfucker.
Pitching struggles early, overcome them in the second half of the season, and go on a run type shit.
7-game series so far, 5-2.
Well,
Against the Reds in Cincinnati, one series against the Twins in Minnesota.
we got to think about May though. Think about how we started it. Maybe hear me out. As much as I hate to admit it, we maybe started the month merchants. Look at us at the start. I don't know about. Let me look at. Okay. Oh, fuck. My screen's doing all sorts of... I hate that shit so much. Yeah, and then fucking minimize it a little bit so you can see. Yeah, I'm not gonna go... I'm probably not gonna go to that game tomorrow, unfortunately. And I can't go to the one on Thursday, even though I bought tickets for it, because my dumbass didn't realize it's fucking 110 on a Thursday. Fuck you for that, Royals. No one's gonna go to that shit.
And I wouldn't go on Wednesday.
Yeah, I told my dad we're not going on Wednesday. Yeah, so let me look at the start of the months here. So, start of April, win. Yeah, so we went win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. And that's where we started going on that from April 12th all the way to April 21st. We did not win a game. And then we beat the Orioles by 1. Then we immediately lost again. Swept the Angels, which they're the Angels. Lost to the A's. And then, to start May off, we sweep the fucking Mariners. We almost sweep the fucking Guardians. Or no, we split the series with the Guardians, but it was looking hot there at the start. 2-2. We won the first 2 games. And then we get 2 on the fucking Tigers. Before, take a guess what date? May 12th. May 12th, we lose, then we lose again, then we lose again. Then we lose all of our games until we beat the Cardinals in the final game of that best of 3 series. Then we get swept by the terrible Red Sox. We beat the Mariners twice again, but, you know, we were putting belt to ass on the Mariners the last series, so not much going on there. But even then, it's that same sort of time span. They go on, like, the middle of the month, they are not locked in. From the 12th to, like, the mid-20s, they're not locked in.
So you got to keep in mind, too, with the month of May. Who did we keep throwing out there in the 9th inning?
Urseg.
He cost us this game.
I feel like you should have went whenever it was his bobblehead night, just so you could have thrown it at the wall in Kaufman. Like I would have got. Like I would have gotten it and then opened it as soon as I got it, and then just fucking fastballed it at the nearest wall.
And then you would have been escorted out the car.
Really? Bro, but he's fucking so bad, man. They can't even be mad at me for that. And it's their own fault for putting out a pitcher that fucking terrible. Fucking cut him, dude. Cut your losses. Take the fucking money hit and just cut him. It ain't worth sticking around with someone that fucking useless. What's a closer if he can't closer max properly? Now, you down to hit an Astros game? I think I could swing that a lot easier than I could swing any of those Rangers games. And then we go on the road. Oh, but then I'm out of town for that, though. I could hit that Thursday game between the Cardinals and, well, yeah, I can make that. We'll see. I may be able to make that Cardinals-Royals game on the 18th, but I can't make the other 2. I gotta take my first adventure up into one of the Dakotas.
Boy,
Fucking gotta go pick a homie up in Rapid City, South Dakota.
speed limit on the interstate there says 80. And they mean 80.
So just sit 80 and don't go above. I can do that. 80 is fast enough with me.
Like everybody else will still go around you, but that's because they got other plates and shit.
If you're out of stater, they don't fuck with that.
Sometimes I'm still like, quite a lot. Especially if you got stuff in the car weakness.
Is it illegal there in Dakota?
Medical only, but you know,
They don't. Well, shit. Yeah, I'll be sitting 80. I will not be speeding there in Dakota. But I gotta go from South Dakota down to Texas, fucking back up to South Dakota, and then back to Missouri in like a 3 to 4 day time span. I am looking forward to it. Nick's down 7 now. Shit. I kind of quit paying attention to it there for a second. Shit. Knicks need to get their heads back in the game. Gotta let a fucking home game slip.
As long as the rest of my picks split, I don't give a fuck. I need Champagne to fucking get one fucking rebound.
How many is he at? And how many do you need?
That's 0. I need to get 4.
Shit. You just let someone take a rebound. Like, I mean, do they count rebounds off fucking shots scored?
What do you mean?
Or I don't even know. Basketball isn't my fine spot, but like you fucking score a basket, and then you're the motherfucker on the other team who goes and grabs. I mean, not probably not because it makes it through, so it wouldn't count as a stat.
Yeah.
One can only hope.
Other than that, I need my Bridges for another assist. I need Bassett for 2 assists. I need Towns for 4 more points. And Bridges for 8 points.
Bridges should be able to pull that as long as fucking Brunson doesn't keep up with his hero ball act.
But if for some reason those last 5 can hit, that'll be $2.10 parlay. Pay out $306.
We can fucking hope. I also would just like to take a quick moment to discuss the road stretch that the Royals have to go on throughout July. Because I just noticed this. Mets on the road, Orioles on the road, back home for Padres, back home for Giants, Tigers, Twins, Rockies. I think that's like what? Let me look at this shit. $11 days on the road in the month of July. Straight. They pull like 11 days straight, and I think they also pull another 11 days straight between that. Or wait, 1, 2, 3. No, just 6 days. So 17 days in the month of July there. And all consecutive, too.
I mean, they just got off a road trip just like that, too.
Yeah, I know, and I was not pleased about that road trip either. I can't tell, is that a dew or is that a bush apple? Ah. Coloring was throwing me off. I'll be hyped for some of these series with the Royals, though. Just got to make it further in the season.
I'm definitely gonna try and hit the game. It depends on whenever my wife and my kids get back. I'm definitely gonna try and hit one of those Cardinals games and one of the Astros games.
Hell yeah, dude. Let me know on Astros. I'm down for it. That's right after payday, too, so. Anything else we really want to talk on the podcast tonight? Or Wednesday we'll get into our UFC Freedom 250 picks.
Yeah, no, I think we're good for Wednesday.
That'll be a fun fucking episode. I'm excited. I'm excited to get into this. I've been waiting months. They teased it for about a year, and then they announced it with no fights. Now we got fights. We've had fights for a while. Just got to see him play out. Yep, gonna cover props for it Friday. Yeah, overall super exciting stuff planned here on the podcast. Uh, but yeah, until Wednesday, we've been the Midwest Degenerates. I'm Alex. He's Caleb. He's sparking up right now. Nice. Y'all do have a good one. Share it around. We're gonna be mainly UFC focused going forward. Just want to let y'all know. Till summer is over and we have football again. We'll talk about the Royals, but
We just feel like because clearly the numbers show we at least know something that we're talking about when it comes to the UFC.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of in shock by it, especially since I just kind of picked that on it.
Mhm.
I don't know. I kind of feel like I've been all these years.
You have. I'm telling you, you have. I'm glad I was able to put you on it whenever I worked over there. Because it truly is like it's my favorite sport. And I was even telling you, I'm like, dude, just wait because like we were on a dead period whenever it went legalized, like UFC dead period whenever it went legalized here in Missouri. And I was telling you, dude, I was like, just wait until we get UFC. Just wait until we get UFC on our hands and it'll go fucking crazy. And sure as shit, I mean, honestly, that's kind of been like, we've kind of fucking thrown shit all around the podcast. And that's been the one thing that's been consistent is UFC. We do UFC every fucking Wednesday. Every Wednesday, no matter what, we're doing UFC.
And we usually, I want to say we've had like 2 off weeks.
We've had a couple, like just like where we don't bet or like where we don't like have a Wednesday up.
So like where we like probably have like 2 or 3 picks on the slip.
Yeah, we have some, every now and then we'll get a bit greedy with our underdogs. We do like our underdogs. But it happens to the best of us, you know. Every now and then you'll see one of those big like MMA gurus, the biggest MMA YouTuber currently, just his fucking output that he has, the content that he uploads. He's just he is the biggest guy right now. But even him, like he's usually pretty fucking consistent on being great about his picks, but hell, even shit, I can't remember. It was the one I was bragging about us beating him to uploading our picks one week. And like we went fairly decent on our picks, but he was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I just like did not like research this fight card at all. I just kind of made my picks blind, and I went like 4 out of 14." So yeah, even the biggest have their off weeks. But
I think my problem too is I kind of treat it the same way. I don't know about you, but I treat sports betting the same way that I treat fantasy football. Right, overanalyze everything.
Dude, agree. With UFC, I don't at all. I've just watched, like, they've been throwing in so many newcomers here lately, and that's been fucking me up mostly, but you give me a bunch of names that I know, and I'll be able to tell you what they're gonna do most of the time. Like, mostly, like, Bilal Muhammed, I saw him in this last matchup. I'm like, dude's on a fucking 3-fight skid. He's only getting older. He hasn't had any promise, like, in these fights as he's progressed. And I was just fucking take him to lose. Every now and then you'll get fucked by one, though. It just happens. A lot of the times I'm getting fucked by draws, though. And that's the shit that pisses me off. 'Cause I hate, if there's one thing I hate in the UFC, it's a draw.
See, I don't think I've had to deal with it all on any of my.
The first week the first 2 weeks that I told you to bet on UFC were the only 2 draws that there have been recently that I can think of. The only 2 that I can think of recently have been like whenever we first started the pod, or we didn't even start the pod yet. I was just telling you to bet on UFC, and there was like a draw, and I had done like a shit ton of like AI research, like what's the most probable parlay to make for this event, all this shit. And I put together like a total of like 30 slips, and the only one that hit was the least profitable outcome, and it was all because one motherfucker got a draw on the first fight of the night. Same thing both times, actually. First fight of the night, or like first fight on the main card was a draw, and it fucked my slip. Also, folks, they're about to see fucking, we're down this and call it an episode. Give me a good, well, what should I say? I usually say divulge, but I don't know if that's the play anymore. Did you ever have a saying? You know what? Fuck it. And also, it's Monday. I see the motherfucker all on my desk. I was gonna wear a shirt today. Garfield. Oh, that shit numbs your mouth. Shout out to Garfield. Anyways, folks, as always, make sure that you leave us a like, subscribe, rate, follow, leave comments, send us your slips. As always, we love seeing those. And we'll catch you back on Wednesday for our UFC Freedom 250 picks. As always, I've been Alex. He's been Caleb.
And we may or may not have a little interview one time.
I'll have to see how much I can skirt. May have to do like we did for the Toby Keith, or not. It wasn't Toby Keith. Who was it? Was it Toby Keith? No, it wasn't. Was it Toby Keith? We did that. Who was it? We did the special episode for? No, that was 420. Our 420 intro. Maybe I can skirt the lines and get away with doing something like our 420 intro, where I just use like a very short section of a song. We'll see. Oh, little cheese curd cooking us up some new beats. Oh shit. Well, you heard it here first, folks. New little cheese curd song in the works, on the way soon. And until we get that new little cheese curd song, we'll catch you on Wednesday, folks. Have a good one.